that you have as well. All right, we want to say thank you to our round number 2 of our recording today, thanking everyone who shared from our success panel today. Now we go into our final Learn to Earn segment for leaders and future leaders. Our whole segment as we close today, we started with the 3 pillars. How do we help people? We talked about how to make $1,000, right, or more. We are the coach. School's back in session and it's time to teach others how to earn and learn. So we're going to be focusing on selling and sponsoring weekly for a consistent business. You saw this on the business meeting, talking about you set your goal, you make it realistic. So if you say you're going to sell $2,000 this month and you look at your calendar and you're gone for 3 weeks, is it realistic? It might be if you want to do $400 or $500 parties in a day before you leave, but you have to make it realistic. So as you coach your consultants, very important to say, what's your sales goal? Tell me why you set that number. Now, next, when you look at your calendar and your schedule, is it realistic and can you achieve it? Because you're going to divide it, right? We're going to take that into dividing it by 2 so they know that income and that retail goal. So they're either multiplying by 2 for their income or they're dividing by 2 for their retail goal. So, and then they get their income. So we want to make sure we actually sit with calculators and help our leaders and consultants set their income goal. Then, of course, you divide it into 4 weeks, but you have to not just have a number. Now you say, let's look at week 1. What's going on in your life? How do you plan to sell that week? How about the next week? How about the next week? It has to be all booked in their calendar or it's never going to happen. It's a wish and a want. So same for you, knowing your branch sales goal. So if your sales goal for your branch is $4,000, if you know you do a little bit more at the end of the month, okay, but don't put all of it at the end of the month. So you might say, okay, I'm going to do 750, 750, 750. And then you'll do that little extra the last week of the month. Okay, so it equals the 4,000 because if you divide that by 2 times your 11%, you want your check to be $250. You are in control of it when you control it, whether it's a branch goal, a district goal, or a personal sales goal. So the key is the same for sponsoring. If you say, I want to sponsor 3, so I can earn the gifts and the banner this month, then you must look and take a look at what Carol's doing, okay? So Carol is doing a weekly place for her and her team to bring people to get to 3. So what would you do? Do you need parties? Do you need facials? Everything our contest is for that banner for leaders this month, I think there's like 20 some activities that you can do to help you and your team sponsor to get the banner. You will have those slides, but we have to be talking to enough people. We talked about clients leading to consultants. The more loyal, the more you're going to make, right? The more loyal your client is, the more opportunity to be a consultant with clients. The more you talk to people, the more opportunities that sponsoring is going to happen. And those reminders, right? Having tabletops, like Janine said, following Training Tuesday and doing facials, tabletop events. Look what happened to a brand new consultant, Dee, who joined at the end of June. She's already a leader. She's going to double her team overnight. Look at Pat. She sponsored to earn a trip and now she's a DM1. So again, you must have a plan. So this week to sponsor, I'm going to do the flyers. Next week, I'm going to do lead boxes. The next week, I'll do a tabletop. The next week, I'm going to ask for referrals from my customers. Sales and sponsoring, branch, district, and personal have to have plans, dates, and times and strategies in the calendar. I can tell you this, for those job postings I talked about earlier, Monday and Tuesdays are your best days to post for people looking for a job. Just a hint, okay? So, and they're typically, believe it or not, between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Still going on, kind of interesting. So let's talk about sales. Leaders, this is to help you get your strategies to coach your team and train your team. So this is about getting an A+ in sales first, the first pillar. again, if you have kids or grandkids, or you're near schools or colleges, do you know how many people are in a parking lot? Do you know how many people are on a campus? Talk to people at school. I remember Rosa Silva. She would sit outside at school every day and meet people. And that's how she built her first central branch. She really did. She taught us that when I first met her. Are you throwing back to school classes for moms, those facials that you're learning about on Training Tuesdays, hosting tabletop events at Staples or office stores? Where are the moms? Go get them. They might drop the kids off and go to have coffee with their friends. Are they at McDonald's playland with the little kids? Are we out sharing that back to school flyer that Jafra has put in the brochures for us? So again, it's back to school, celebrating the teachers with a thank you gift in their mailboxes at your schools. So pause and think, what's the big change in the world? School. Are you there? Are you connecting? How do we then teach our team to sell? Don't say a number, show them how. So again, we already talked about this. I won't go through all of it. But if they just had 5 $50 orders a week, have them pick out 2 to 3 of their favorite offers that retail around $50. And how will they sell 5 this week? How about next week? That $1,000 for free shipping is a big deal. And when you hear the number 1,000, it's this excitement. Now that's $500 potential. That's enough to pay some bills. So I want you to pause and think, the season is here. It is proven in this economy more than we've seen in our past. People are going to buy a little bit each month starting now. You're going to see early shopping now more than ever. So even like the home fragrance with an extra product with it, 2 gifts in one, right? So I want you to train to that 1,000. I know Diana Driggs really has grown this in her team, because again, that is great money each week, and it's more like a job. So they will treat it like that, and they will have loyalty. So on your paper, what's your personal sales goal? What's your branch and district sales goal? And divide it by 4. Don't pick a number. It's too big. We don't look up at the mountain. Divide it by 4 and write those numbers in your calendar. So on Saturday, 250 achieved or 4,000 achieved. Okay, so each week, very important. And how many $1,000 achievers will you have this month? Don't stop at VIP. Commas are bigger and better. Now, we have 4 new challenges for the month. There is the 5 offer for $59, 3 for $34, the conditioning classics of Royal Jelly, and the Revitalize. So when you take a look, how will you teach your team? How many of these weeks will you earn like Sylvia? How many of you will sell 5 or more? And write down those weeks in your calendar. Put the product in the beginning of the week and strategize how you're going to do it. Imagine having achievers in your team. You give them the gift and we give it to the top 3. That's a strategy. So how many achievers will I have in my team? And what weeks will I achieve it? And then how? It's not just a goal, it's a how. Again, watch this. If you worked with this really, really, really in a big way, if this happened to a consultant, here's the retail sales. Add them up, look at this, $1,685. So when I think of this, I would want to have a Royal Revitalize party for my team. Just saying, whether it's on Zoom, in a room, at a restaurant. Imagine a few consultants, right? What if you had a hotel room? They could each have 5 chairs. Imagine what would happen to your team sales with winners. This is just one consultant. She'd earn $800. People are looking for simple ways to do a little bit and get a lot. This is a strategy right here. Remember, it is also back to class season. And you know, Jan and Frank built this business on classes. Remember, 8 is great. Why not do there's more with 4 and 8 is great recognition? People can host 2 to 3 parties in one day because they're shorter, they're simpler, they can be online, on Facebook, in Zoom, and in person all in 1 week in a very fast way. I challenge you all to get back to a full calendar. You know what I love? What Jafra has given us. Let's take a look. You will book more, sell more, and earn more. These are our top selling products, ladies. Look at the olive set. This is with a $400 party, okay? So you can basically buy this with her order, right? With her client orders, $5.33 each, okay? Or she could buy the offer if you want to, but just look at purchasing these and using them as booking gifts or an incentive for her to have a party. Maybe give her this collection $61 free if she books in the month of September. This is a way to love my hostesses in September. I would give it free, $15. You can choose to use these if you want, or you could do these or both. It's up to you. But I think this is what I would be given if I were booking parties today to the first 8 who made September great for their friends. Then she can purchase this in addition to her level 1 sales of $300. And of course, we have more at 4, 5, and 6. So you decide. But ladies, in your paper and gentlemen, how many parties will you host or classes? What are the dates you have available? And will you do team parties like you see happening with Carol, whether it's online or in person? So look at your calendar. Don't just listen to me. Look and book what you're going to do. Next, we look at VIPs. I'm not here to review what you know, but you know this. Again, we have a product that only VIPs get, and it won't be out until November. So they have 2 months to do preview launches with their customers. How are you marketing the VIP program? People love this. Any store, any customer, any product line, they love preview events or products. This looks amazing just looking at the picture. Again, VIPs only. Look at the value. Now you want to relaunch the power of a VIP, interview them, collect some videos. They're getting the watch and this is a time for you to set those goals. How many VIPs do you have today? What days will you be calling your VIPs this month? And how will you celebrate them? Make VIP the VIP that they are. Next, what do you have? This is, again, action planning for your goals. Remember the P's. They are now, the last order was May. They're a P, or it's all the way back to September 2020. Those are I's, inactives. When they have 400 retail in September, they will get this bonus decanter. I think it's like $500 value. Leaders, for every 2, you get a decanter, a P or an I. This is where you stock up and use this like crazy for bookings, sponsoring, district goals, celebration. So how many will you reactivate? How many decanters will you have? And what days, by the way, sorry, what days are you calling them and what time? They must be planned in your calendar, not a list that you get to by the end of the month. The month will eat you alive, okay? I love Dee's mentality. Get up and go, let's go, let's go. September, this is a have to. I don't know a leader who should not have this. Perfect for every meeting, every party, every facial, every tabletop. Perfect for doing hand treatments. Come on, warm water right there. I love it, I love it, I love it. Perfect for entertaining and tabletops. So what date in your calendar? Circle the date in your calendar that 1 QNC tablecloth will be done. Put it in there and write tablecloth. What is the date for number 2? Circle it and write coffee set. And then number 3 gets you the Defy banner. When you register and send your pictures in of the event that you're doing, be it a facial, a tabletop, anything on that list. So what are your goals? What are your dates for you and your team, direct and indirect? All right. Then you need to know how you're going to do it. Are you going to be like Carol and host a weekly guest event where she talks about selling and joining and sponsoring? She does a great balanced Sunday. You have opportunity meetings that are 10 to 12 minutes. You have the recordings like I heard Sylvia and Betty and Michelle are utilizing, which is great. And look in your catalog. The best thing I've ever seen since sliced bread. In the first opening cover, how are you using this to call every client and ask them if they turn to page number 2? How many take-a-looks are you going to host for your team or gatherings? Block your calendar now, and then plan to call every customer who's getting your book to ask them to take a look, and who do they know that? And look, it talks about a global community. This is where you talk about entrepreneurs, the give back that we started with. Do what you love, make your own schedule, save on products, from product lovers to entrepreneurs to income needers. It's all here, but you must plan to do it. As you work with your team, you can use the virtual sponsoring brochure. It teaches before, during, and after, and how to overcome objections. And from that wonderful top earning success school that I went to, we all remember, I feel, I felt, and I found. I know how you feel. I felt like you did, and here's what I found. But think of different questions, just like turning the word money into poverty. Quite a quick brain trick. If you didn't decide to do this today, Michelle, do you have other options to help make your budget better? If you didn't decide to do this today, Sylvia, do you have other ways that you could earn that trip you put on your top 10 list better than Jafra? Now, why might you consider doing this? Don't say, so what do you think? What would make you consider doing this? Or why might you? And if you don't do this, what other options do you have to get out of debt and pay for your kids' college? Think about your words and your mindset choices. Together, Jafra is giving you all you need. We kept the $9.90 kits for an easy way to get full-size products from $50 to $70 value and keep these packs. But you must have those days and your plans each week to have weekly sales and weekly sponsoring and team support days. As we take a look at talking about the business, when people are looking at every business out there right now because they need more, remember what makes you different. 50% commission and 50% discount on personal shopping, the rest of your life with your account. Remember, it's easier to be a leader in Jafra because now there's more with 4. And don't be quiet about 11%. That is so rare in the industry, having 11% commission on your team and your directly promoted teams. I'm not going to go through a lot of detail, but these were the competitor slides you all liked in one of my Money Mondays. In most other companies, you never get full-size product for $9.90. And yes, they have $9.90. We follow them, we find them, and we copy them because we want to be better. All they get is literature and some samples, not in Jafra. What else do you have that's different? This is one of the top competitors, okay? This is what they give in free product for Welcome to Jafra. This is what we give. So again, they have to sell this amount, but the company gives them $148. We give $625. Know your competition and don't let any consultant leave this on the table. So as you also set your goals, what days will you be reaching your Welcome to Jafra consultants from this month and the last 4 months? How will you support them to get to VIP with weekly coaching? Really important. And how do you recognize consultants who sell and sponsor 401? Jafra may not do it all that way, but they do have double gifts from us. But you want to make that your diamond and golden girls, right? Remember, there's 3 pillars: sales, sponsoring, and developing leaders. Again, talking money. These rewards of $1,200 in your slides and action, $600 when they promote someone like Pat promoted Dee in her first month as a new manager. All the business tools they add when they sponsor, not just grow their team sales. It takes both the 2 pillars. In your competition world, most competitors for promoting a leader is 3 months of team sales of $10,000 a month. That's the average of your competition. $10,000 a month for 3 months in a row. In Jafra, 1 month, like Dee, had her first 4, and she was a manager. And she did far over that. She probably did over $3,500 in sales. So know what we have. Your competitors, you know, we talked that money before. This is kind of a common comp plan. And don't ask me details, I don't know the companies, but this is a common comp plan on how leaders get paid commission when they grow teams, okay? It tells you their volume and it will tell you their commission, and it goes down as they sponsor direct and indirect people. The more people, they make less commission. Jafra, steady eddies. And the more teams you promote, the more you make. So this is the highest paying we could find in comparison. And look at ours. Super simple and less. More with 4. So I ask you to pause. It's the peak months. You heard Dee, who promoted in 1 month. 1 month. September, October, November, December, where people are going to open accounts just like Costco to shop. They're going to open businesses because they need to make more. So how many branches will you promote? Who are you working with now? And where will you find those you haven't met yet? And set the dates. September, 1 team. October, 1 new leader. Write it, own it, name it, claim it, and strategize who, when, where, and how will you find them. Remember promoting leaders, like now Pat. Pat will earn an extra $100 while she's earning her new manager bonus, which she earned last month, and she can earn the samples. She's double dipping when she just grows her branch by 2 every month. That's how this program makes you a magic penny. We gave you a new leadership bonus insert in your action. Make sure you take it, copy it, and talk about it everywhere. We are proud of our USP, our unique selling proposition, the leadership guide. Leadership is where the 3 pillars are. Make sure you take these meetings. Again, just like Ashley and Carol, they have the best attendance of consultants and guests. Yes, even at some of these events, make sure you never go alone. Give your team live drawings when they attend every Tuesday. And don't miss our big feature, our new author, Becky Launder. So again, plan to go, but grow with drawings. Save the date for Celebration Tuesday, where you're going to learn how to host fun events and parties. This is for consultants, okay? So it won't be leader driven like today. How to grow new clients, how to service your clients, and how to grow your team in this peak holiday gig season. That night is all about raking in the sales and commission this fall and holiday season. Yes, guests can come, and I will send a gift to each of them that attend. Don't miss it, and pack your team. And again, you have a live party being put on by your fabulous party squad. And so you are going to have fun with our skin and spin fitness specialists, getting fit with our skin and our fitness to buff, polish, and nourish your whole body. Save this date, Saturday, the 17th at 9 a.m. on Vicky's Zoom party. And that will be again, 9 a.m. Pacific. We give a gift to every guest. We have giveaways and fun. So get ready for a fun and one Saturday party live on our Zoom meeting. Leaders, your next goal achieving workshop or goal getting, this is goal setting, action setting, and goal getting is September 20th at 11 a.m. Pacific. For all of you going on the tour in Los Angeles, you have all of your deadlines. This is everything for deadlines, but we know Los Angeles is sold out. Dallas is sold out. Don't forget your orange pom-poms. Your attire is business casual attire to daytime cocktail attire. If you're a director or ambassador, you will wear red or gold. And I will be sending out a list of helpers and cheerleaders. And we will need you with your pom-poms ready to go around 7 a.m. at the events that you volunteered for. We do still need some help in Texas. And I just want you to think about Amber Region. If you're going as a district, you're going with a group of friends, I want you to get loud and proud and crazy. What can you do to stand out and be proud to be a part of that Amber Region? I want you loud, I want you proud. And let's have some fun in each of those cities together. So we end today, leaders, teaching our teams and ourselves to sell weekly, from a team goal to a personal goal. Plan now how you're going to do your social media to your parties and your gathering and your events. Stay social. Do virtual parties, online parties, have a lot of fun because we gave you a lot of new imagery in the Content Hub, but you got to pre-post it or plan to post every week. And remember, bring two. How many people will you influence to have that fabulous, I call it the hand treatment pot. I love it actually, but you can use it for coffee, of course. And let's have a lot of people who each bring two. We're not going to be in 8th place any longer, Amber Region. It's time to grow the pillars of income. Remember where we started today. 10 new things that you would love to have because you can. Remember your why and their why. Every new season is what makes our hearts and our lives change. That's from Jan Day. I want to thank you for listening today to our 3rd training topic. Thank you for being live for those of you out there. And I'm just going to stay live for a couple of minutes. Does anyone have any thoughts, comments, or questions from our last segment today? Or things you like that you can use?
Jackie, I just wanted to say that I love the comparison chart with other companies that are in direct sales. And I know that I'm on other networking groups. One is paid, one is not paid. And there's a guy that's from a personal care product. They make household cleaning products and beauty products and makeup. And he's excited that they give $100 worth of free products in your first 6 months in the company. And I come on and say, we give over $600. And I have to.
Oh, you muted, darling.
I said, I'm on another networking group, and that a guy from another company that sell health and wellness products, things that you clean your home with. And they're real excited that they can give you $100 worth of free products in your first 6 months. And then I come on and say, we give you more than $600 worth of products in your 3 months.
Right, I know. Yeah, it's, you know, sometimes we're so used to it, but this is a season where people will be opening accounts. We haven't been through this kind of an economy and situation before, all kind of in a nice little package for us. So you do want to know that and ask those questions. If they're with another company, fantastic. Tell me more. I love to see what you have versus us. That is so cool. Congratulations on being in another company. So it's all so positive. So thank you for that. So appreciate it. Sarah Hipple, do you have your hand up, doll?
Yes, sorry, I'm at physical therapy. So I've been listening while I'm exercising here. But so about I did have to change a guest's name, but I don't know how to officially change it because Jaffa told me that the name has to be correct. And I know I sent you a message, but I don't know what I need to do now. And then I think Norma Perez had somebody that can't go. Can we change that name? Now the guest
don't deal with anything like that. Did you call into CRT? They are the masters of all that.
I called in and I did a what do you call it? I was doing a chat, and then he said the name has to be correct on the registration. That was one thing. And then the other thing, he was going to check on changing the name, and then we got cut off. So I
Okay.
never got the answer.
Yeah, I really don't manage any of that. I'm gonna be super honest. I don't quite know how to do
Who
that.
would we
So you'd
contact?
have to call in, or you would have to, I would either call the 800 until I got things corrected. Or, I mean, you could write it to Jafra Cares and copy me, but you're already this weekend. So
I know.
I would be on that phone and I would make sure I try to get everything done I can.
Okay, because
So
we have
if-
two paid spots, and the person that's coming as a guest, potential
And I don't know, I
consultant.
didn't read the FAQs about transferring names, so I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, everything's in the FAQ, but, and if for any reason, you know, you guys got a problem, send me an email, I can try. But typically the 800 number is there to do it, and I would do a live person, not a chat.
Okay,
So,
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
I I just want to publicly thank Carol for always having her meetings every week. And she's always there. If you have a question, she's like a walking Jaffa encyclopedia 24/7. And she's very quick to respond. So she's the real deal. And I'm so proud that she's growing like she is, because she deserves it. So
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, last chance. Here's my number 3. Any other comments, questions, anything for today? Okay, if you live in the host state, like California, you live there, I want you to think, what could you do super fun at the tour? From the state of California, just saying. Maybe thanking in honor of California, who did on stage, or come in with crazy California. I don't know. I want you to have some fun at these events. I can tell you, and now I wasn't in North Carolina last year, but did they do something in North Carolina last year at the event? So when you see Mirachis, when you see all that, that's leaders doing all this crazy stuff. New York had the Statue of Liberty. It's not Jafra. So I don't know what they did. I only went to California where they had dancers. So I'm not sure, but
North Carolina didn't do much.
They didn't do much. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what everybody did. So I know I saw the crazy stuff going on. Texas has Mirachis. I mean, listen, I know we're not doing that, but you want to come in with crazy signs. I know we got our pom-poms, and don't forget to bring extra for your team, just in case. I've got some extra in case we have people who don't know. I've emailed everybody. But you know, that slips through the cracks. So just have some fun, get loud, get proud. If you want your team signage, I don't know, but remember, this is a super fun event. I want you guys to shine, have a blast, whether you got 10 of you or you got 1,000 of you. Be loud, be proud. I know, right, Betty? But I think you've got 10 others there on the list. So you can take a look at the names and see who's there. If you need everybody's email and you want to do something, let me know. I can get you that. I just don't want to publish everybody's private stuff. But I certainly will. I want you to have a blast at these events. LA, I can't wait to see you all. Oh my gosh, it's our biggest one. So, you know, maybe board of directors or any leaders, if you want to do anything for fun, you're certainly welcome to talk to me about that as well. I will be on site. I will be gone every single week, Thursday through Sunday. So I'm not going to be accessible for much throughout this entire month. And then I will give you the calendars. We're still working out details for October, November. So I'll keep you all posted on all of those events as well. Okay. So anything else?
Yes. So Jackie, you mentioned that you needed some more help for Texas. I have a consultant. I just texted it to you a few minutes ago.
Perfect.
I have a consultant who wants to be a cheerleader for you.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Thank you all for sharing today. Hope you gained a lot to get you ready for the peak season to rake it all in. You all deserve it. And we will see you all real soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Don't